Hey, how you guys doing? Now we are on the second episode of Love Live Superstar. So, of course, again, the subtitles are going to be a little delayed, so I'm going to be using the fan subs. This one is by Onibe, so if you're interested in where that came from, but generally they've been doing a pretty good job. Again, this is our fan sub, so maybe not the most accurate, but again, we would have to wait. So, if you're interested in watching this full version, so you're going to have to look for Funimation or the appropriate sites, such as like Crunchyroll, depending if like in Germany and such. But anyways, we are on the second episode, so let's go ahead and take a look at these girls and see what happens in this episode. So we start off with this episode, and Kanon is singing a song about cafe au lait and baked apples. I don't know, kind of definitely a goofy song that she's just happy and singing about random things. And then her family is definitely a little confused because she is really overjoyed and not acting so much as her timid self, and especially with family, she kind of yells at them a lot. But she goes out and she's just really happy and excited, and she's able to overcome her fear of singing, and hopefully she feels like that she can become a good idol potentially in the future. But this actually straight up go ahead leads to the opening already, so let's go and look at that opening. So that was the opening, Start to Dream. So that is going to be the first opening for Liella and likely to be more in the future. But overall, I like this opening a good amount. And I think it's very lively, and I like a lot of the scenes that are in there. It's interesting that the dresses that they wear are kind of like Celts? European inspired maybe? But honestly, I like this scene right here a lot, and it's great to see these girls sing together, and I have been enjoying this one for sure. But let me know what you guys think about this song. And what do you think about these outfits? It's definitely an interesting choice. Following the opening here, we have Cuckoo, which of course is disgruntled about the fact that she's trying to get people to join her club and not so successful here. You can see that's the fan sub's kind of trying to make it look right, but it's not looking so great. But you can see she only has 2 members, a common problem in Love Live. Now I just want to show this scene because that's pretty cool that they had the name of the episode in the chalkboard in the background. I just thought that was kind of cool, if people care. But again, I thought that was just pretty cool over there. But we're getting back into the issue where Ren was basically banning school idols, and the reason why she's saying is that anything music related has to be up to a standard, and school idols just probably not gonna make up to that standard. So she's saying no to these girls, and that's definitely unfair. And then if she said, if you want to do it so badly, just go to another school. That's a bit harsh. So then Cuckoo decides, you know what, let's withdraw. And she wants Kanon to join with her, but the family's not very interested, and she doesn't want to do it either. But she still wants to make sure that she can make the school out club happen. Now we have Chisato coming in. I guess she's kind of doing a little rap song or something like that. And she comes in and she's trying to report the weakness of Ren. And it doesn't come up much because Ren is basically great at everything. Kind of like how Ellie was, a great leader. But, a great leader listens to their subordinates and takes their inputs, not shuts them down and gives them no opportunity. But, I digress. But anyways, Kanon is still insistent on the fact that she is a little interested in school idols. And that she'll support Cuckoo in the theoretical sense, as well I guess the physical sense here, by pulling this card, and she's trying to get attention to her cause. This gets the attention of the chairwoman here, and Ren's like, no, I'm not stopping them from doing a club, except for school idols. Well, kind of a big difference, isn't that? Just gonna go ahead and lie to the chairwoman, then not. But anyways, Ren gets shut down because the chairwoman says you can't just do that, that is unfair, even if we understand the problem. So then she decides she'll let them create a school club, but they have a task to do, and that is to get first place in the school festival. And that's definitely a daunting task. So these girls, obviously not knowing a whole lot, will request Chisato, who knows how to dance very well, to help train these girls. So I guess like the equivalent or something like that. So they're going to work out, and this struggles just a little bit here, and I just love the expression on her face here, but I guess kind of like how Hanamaru was really struggling to be able to work out. So this girl is the one who is not so physically gifted, and we'll see a lot of in the future. We got this kind of fun scene here where Sumire is looking at a clip. I don't know, I just figured this is something I had to share. It just looks really cute, and we finally got to see this, which we saw in the magazine before. I just like this expression. But she also gets to see Sunnypa, which, you know, the idol group that we kind of saw tidbits here and there. Potentially the new Rise or something like that. But here's a little snippet of their song. And if you're wondering what that text was on top, that's just because of a broadcast. They were saying there was an earthquake happening, a small earthquake, but here we go. Here's a joke of an earthquake making Cuckoo fall on the ground, and definitely has nothing to do with exhaustion, because I know people are going to make that joke anyways. But anyways, she says that at least she's gifted and she can get full comps and rankings. I could totally do that too. But we continue on, and they got to continue building up stamina. Cuckoo obviously struggling a lot here. And she does, though, say that she was able to create a lot of lyrics, though. So I guess she would be the lyricist for the group, potentially. But some of them are in Chinese. But Kanon is really inspired by that, and she says never giving up, which I guess that's a reference to this song by Chica, right? This being her second solo song. That, or I don't know. No, but I imagine it is. And whoa, there's a male in this anime, who could have guessed? But this is going to be Kanon's dad, who is a translator apparently. So he would have a Chinese dictionary, I guess. So she needs that, of course, because she's trying to translate some of the lyrics of the song that Cuckoo wrote, because that's in Chinese, so she needs to translate that into Japanese. And then we'll see more scenes of Cuckoo struggling, but you know, they're slowly improving, and Kanon's constantly working on the song, and I just think it was pretty cool to see her work on the guitar and put the song together. But this definitely puts out a toll on these girls, and for Cuckoo, she was definitely getting really exhausted. But you do truly have to admire their dedication to the cause, and you could see that it causing them to be tired. But in the end, we do get a little sample song of Kanon, which she's singing, and she shares that with Chisato, and they think it's pretty good. Meanwhile, we see Ren, who's looking on her laptop, looking at the Yoyogi School Festival, which I'm curious if this is going to have any relationship to Nijigaku, or if it's going to be similar to that kind of school festival, because this isn't Love Live. But maybe this is just a stepping stone before that they can actually go to Love Live. But the scene is awfully reminiscent of Ellie looking at that computer screen and wondering about the groups and blah blah blah. And then we get a scene of Cuckoo in a panda sleeping bag. Not important, but I just figured I want to share because I thought that looks cute. And then we get to see a phone, which is on Kanon's phone. You get to see a bunch of images of different school idol groups, I want to imagine. Of course, this group here, which I guess is Sunnypa, and then two other ones that might show up, might not. We don't know, but I figured we might as well show it because it might become important in the future. But then after a lot of work, she finally finishes her song, and then she catches up with Cuckoo, and then we get to see at this position, we get to see Linkle, which is one of the names, and Unity, another name, potential name for Liella. I gotta say, it's pretty interesting that they do a lot of shoutouts to all the other potential names that didn't make it in there, and if you look close to the top, middle-ish, you could potentially see 55 stars, which is again another name that was a possibility for Liella. So I thought it was pretty interesting to see. But following this, we will finally get to the ending song for this anime, so let's go ahead and get a preview of that ending song. I gotta say, I really like this. There's a lot of great scenes with these girls, but one thing I want to point out is we get to see a bunch of these girls coming together throughout the seasons. So I guess we get to see spring, summer, fall, and then winter. So I guess that means 4 seasons for Liella, right? That's how it works, right? 4 anime seasons confirmed, but we get to see Liella throughout the season, so I guess that might potentially, we get to see all the girls through the seasons and grow together. And maybe we have the 4 seasons of Liella right here. Definitely how it works. But I really like the song. I like its upbeat, and I like to see a lot of the animation, which is great. I guess the last thing I wanted to point out was, they made a star, and it's 5 girls. It's called Love Like Superstar. Huh? Good, great. Okay. But then we get a preview of the next episode where we get to see some girls sneaking around. We get to see Cuckoo making her face. And then after that, we get to see another song that I think is exclusive to the NHKE broadcast, which is Memories. So let's take a look at that song. So that concludes the episode, and we got a good amount of songs here, and we might potentially get Sumina joining the next episode. Maybe, maybe not. But before we go do that, this shows the episode 1, but the same poll just for episode 2. So go ahead and click the link in the description and rank your girls after this episodes 1 through 5. I don't know if I imagine it'll change that much because we only saw a little bit more Ren. We got to see a little more Chisato, but Sumina has not gotten any major stuff. But anyways, go ahead and let me know how you feel about these girls, and if anyone's growing on you, or especially if Cuckoo or Chisato or Kanon has been really affecting your overall likes or dislikes for the group so far. And let me know what you guys think about these songs. I think there's some pretty good songs in here, and I'm pretty happy with the opening and ending songs. Gonna not lie, I enjoyed them so far, but we don't have to wait that long for the opening single to come out. I think 3 days or something, or potentially 2 days. So that's really quick. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But let me know what you guys think about this episode in general. And you got any favorite moments in here? What do you think about the songs? Any specific moment in there? Would you like all the shoutouts and such? Let me know all about that in the comments below. And if you're excited for next episode, well, you're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be airing on an 8/8. We're gonna miss 2 weeks because of the Olympics and Paralympics. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks until episode 3. So I guess we'll just have to wait for a while, and then we'll have 1 more week. It's gonna be canceled in the future. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in another video soon.